morning, really early, and to write up my post-race critique, mentally going through the entire day, minute by minute. I just stared at my computer screen for an hour, and nothing was coming out. I was really trying to identify the major flaws. I am my own worst critic, but my critique document is still blank. I might just make up some things, so I have something to turn in. Was it perfect? No. Was it as good as it gets, or can get? Absolutely. Why? Because the BAA team and the thousands of experienced and dedicated people and volunteers who make it all happen, that's why. Operationally, no major transportation issues reported. No major athletes village issues reported. No major starting line corral issues reported. No major start issues reported. No major lead vehicle issues reported. No major course issues reported. No major finish issues reported. You get the point. Our medical team was outstanding in helping all those who were impacted by the hot day that no one really expected weeks ago. And of course, we all witnessed the amazing and heroic performances by all the participants and all the very inspiring and special stories. Catherine, Meb, Team Hoyt, Bobby Carpenter, and Denna Lang, and the list just goes on and on and on. 30,000 runners, 30,000 human interest stories. For me, the three highlights. First, this one's easy. It was announcing my own son as he crossed the finish line of his very first marathon in 4:02. That was pretty special. Second, giving Meb a hug at the finish. I know he's retiring, so we're going to make him an offer to help work the race next year. So you're not retiring at all. But the third one was when Tom Grove asked for a moment of silence at 2:49. We will never forget that day and those impacted. Tom then encouraged all those in the stands to cheer as loud as they could. And they did. For the size of the crowd, I think it was the loudest cheer I have ever heard. Louder than in Fenway, louder than in Gillette Stadium. After it was over, I thought, why did that happen? Why did they cheer so loud? In addition to cheering for the runners, they were cheering because we have recovered. We have not let evil interrupt goodness. The crowd needed this. They needed to express themselves. This has been pent up in them for 4 years, and it seemed to all come out yesterday at precisely 2:50 in the afternoon. It was a statement. We are back. We are all back. I continue to feel privileged and thankful to play a small role in this remarkable event. Thank you. Chris Trianos, our Medical Services Coordinator, just to give you his side of things from the medical area.
Thank you, Dave. Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, our medical team, our public safety partners, and our hospitals all once again met you. As Dave and Tom referenced, obviously the weather was very good for our spectators and staff working the race, but for our runners, obviously a little bit more. And with that, obviously, our casualty rates or encounter rates went on. So before I get into some of those numbers, and a few people I'd like to thank, starts with MEMA, Kurt Schwartz, that deals with the coordination of a number of different state, federal, and other public safety agencies to make this work, and our medical team works with them hand in hand. Department of Public Health and 10 area hospitals, 5 in the force, 5 in Boston, and again, work seamlessly with our medical team and public safety folks to receive so many patients, and the numbers we'll get into. The state agencies that I mentioned, Boston EMS, playing a major role in what happens within the city limits. And then finally, David referenced it too, we have 1,700 medical volunteers, but when I look at it, we have 9,000 plus volunteers, VA volunteers, that also play a role in what happens medically on the course. 1,700 is a lot, but when you think about it, people at hydration stations, our communication specialists, people working baggage buses and other areas, spotting runners that go down, able to report that and help us get people to the medical tents, play a major role in that. I don't want that ever to be diminished, that they are an important part of the team. So as far as some of our numbers go on today, total medical encounters from start to finish, 2,596. We predicted about 5 or 6 days ago that we could hit a 6 to 8% encounter rate. We hit it pretty much right on the number. And again, that's the experience that we have, but also the support that we get from the BAA and all those agencies to respond to that type of an encounter rate. On the course itself, 26 medical stations, 958 encounters. And the 2 main finish line medical tents and some of our other medical locations, 1,638 medical encounters. Number of transports from start to finish, I think it was 28 in the course, 51 in Boston. 136 people went to area hospitals to get treated after they saw us. And I believe overnight we probably had anywhere from 12 to 15 runners held overnight to be treated and released from getting in the hospitals. And more information is coming in. All of those runners are doing fine, but again, because of the support of the 3 hospitals. And I think the one thing that's important to remember as I close it, and Dave talked about this, is the approach was seamless. It worked very well. There were no major issues. And yes, the numbers are important, but what was really interesting is that the acuity of some of the runners that came in and how ill they were. We had 22 people that came in a medical tent day with exertional heat stroke, and that is definitely a medical emergency. And we're able to treat them successfully. We did another 15 emergencies on the course. That's over 40 people that were critical, that without the care that we provide and with the support we get from the BAA, it would have been a very different situation. So that's the update. Again, I just want to thank everyone for the support. It was a great day.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, champions. Welcome. Thank you, Meb. You are a race legend. You are a big, big part of our history, and you're a big, big part of our future. To that end, I do want to remind everyone Meb is taking part in this year's 2017 BAA 10K. So that is in June. And we'll be back here in Boston. Again, he is a big, big part of this city's future, the sports future, and in moving piece of our past. Unbelievable day of races yesterday, and we want to start with, let's start with the wheelchairs who smashed the previous course records and previous world bests that were set here. Marcel Hook, the silver bullet, he is on his way to London right now. He set the course record with a time of 1:18:04. He and Ernst Van Dyke came across both with that time. Marcel just by a hair, inched down. Ernst beating the previous course record, which was Josh Cassidy set when he set in 2012, 1:18:25. And on the women's race, it was a total obliteration of the previous, course best. So that was Kako Toshida. She set in 2011 at the time of 1:34:06. Streaming through the finish line with a time of 1:28:17 and completing a Switzerland sweep is Manuela Schär. Manuela Schär. She is here with us today. Manuela, no woman in the history of this event has ever completed that distance that fast. How does that feel?
it's still unbelievable. I still try to find the right words. Yeah, I didn't expect that, but I have to say we really had the weather and the conditions on our side with the tailwind and the warm weather, so I'm just really happy.
How do you feel today?
Sore, but still happy.
A little bit of both. We'll have an opportunity for questions for all of our champions and everyone up here a little bit later on. Seated to Manuela's left is our women's champion, Edna Kiplagat, who cruised to a time of 2:21.52 yesterday to win her first Boston Marathon. Edna, on Casey, welcome. It's very nice to have you here. What does it mean to be a Boston Marathon champion?
Yeah, it's really great to come to Boston for the first time and win. It was in my plan that I'll do the 6 meters one at a time, and Boston came at the right time, so I'm very happy.
Well, we're very happy to have you here, and congratulations on your victory. We'll have a presentation as well of prize money checks a little bit later on. Pankesi means congratulations in Swahili, so now you can't say you didn't learn anything today. My friend, Geoffrey Kirui, my friend, you are the 2017 Boston Marathon champion. I asked Geoffrey a short time ago if he was sore, and he said, no, I am fit. He ran 2:09.37 yesterday. He ran away with it, and his name is forever etched in our record books. Geoffrey, Karibu, Pankesi, what does it mean to be a Boston Marathon champion?
Okay, first and foremost, I would like to take this opportunity once again to thank my Almighty Father for giving me this day, because it is not easy to, when you are alive, you have to remember that it's come from God. So, thank you very much. Taking in Boston in this event is not easy, and because I came here and I became the winner, it's not also easy. The way I was seeing my colleagues who have been here for most of the time committing this race for Boston. But for me, I'm so very happy for I'm the winner. I'm the winner. So thank you very much. And also, I'd like to also thank the Federation of the Boston Marathon for organizing this race. Until now, we are together. So thank you very much, the Federation of Boston, AAF for Boston, for inviting me. So thank you very much.
This time we'll open it up to a few questions from the floor, and then after a couple of questions we will break. We'll have a presentation of the checks, we'll have a presentation of the course record medal to Manuela, and we will also do the presentation of the annual presentation of the Ome Athletic Association, who's here with us today. We want to welcome Mr. Mitsumasa Ona, the Management Director, who will present the female champions with the Ome Athletic Association Awards, and Mr. Narutoshi Hamana, the Director of the Ome Athletic Association, will present the male champions with the Ome Athletic Association Award. Welcome, it's very nice to have you here. Questions, please.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming into the race yesterday, did you have any indication that you were ready to pull off such a feat as you managed to do?
I knew I was fit. I had the past few weeks have been really great, but you never know what to expect, and just having the weather and conditions on our side, I really tried to make the best of that. So it's still unbelievable that I finished under 90 minutes, so that's great.
Are you doing London?
I'm doing London, yeah.
Thank you. Edna, large women's pack. What were you concentrating on before you made your move to 30 kilometers? Who were you looking at? Was there any one runner you were focused on? Or what were you trying to determine before you made that very decisive break?
I think between 25 to 30 kilometers, some of the athletes were trying to pull away, but I was I was like, I have to watch who is going to make the fast move. So Kiplagat tried to pull away like 2 times, but she was not very sharp. So when we reached 30 kilometers, I said, let me try if I'm going to make it. So when I tried to pull away, they didn't make up to hold on to my pace. So I said, it's okay. I knew there were 2 hills, but when I was in the top hill, like 32 kilometers, when I looked back, they were not close to me. So I said, it's okay, let me try to work extra hard. So I just tried to move, but I was lucky to survive the hills, and the water out there was great. So I was impressed that once I pulled away, they didn't come. So I was really happy.
Worth, did you really notice the hills, or these American hills?
I noticed the hills, but because of the preparation which I did at home, it was a good one, because most of the days I was doing strength exercises and doing some hills, because I knew this race needed a lot of strength. So we had to do a lot of strength build up for the past 2 months. And then when I went to race in New York, it was good. The time was okay, and after I finished the race, I said, if I go and run in Boston like the way I ran in New York, I know I'll be in the podium. And so yesterday I was so happy because it worked very well, and I knew what I had done before was going to help me. So I knew I had done good training, so I was not worried at all.
Right.
Edna, what did your children say to you after they saw you in the race?
Yeah, they were so happy because they knew before I went to the race in the morning, the previous day we went to church together, and they told me, Mommy, we are going to pray for you as usual. And in the morning they had to wake up that early. They did a prayer for me, and then they went and told me, Mama, you have to be careful because we want to see you at the finish line. So when I was running, I was also remembering everything that my children were telling me, and so I said, okay, I'm going to work hard. And so they were happy to see me finishing and winning the race.
And how do you feel today? Are you sore?
Yeah, I'm sore, but I know it will be for a while.
Questions from the...
This is for Meb. Meb, tell us a little bit about how you felt yesterday during the race and what the crowd supported.
Yesterday's race was similar to 2014, just in a different position. The crowd was very fascinating. A lot of what they were saying was thank you. Maybe our zero sign and Boston Strong, and they had a lot of riding on the road as well. And so that kept me going, and just like I pulled a victory in 2014, they got me to the finish line because, I felt comfortable, and throughout probably 12 to 13, and I got a little uphill. They had the turnover and made the gap, and then it's still like 15, 20 seconds, but I'm like, keep digging, keep close the gap, and kept going. As you know, and my quads were shut down probably about 13, 14 miles, and I expected the Newton Hills and Heartbreak Hills, and I don't want to have to walk going out there without many crowds, so I kind of held back a little bit, tried to push throughout the race, but this, it was, they were just in USA, and got me home throughout, and the crowd was, like I said, exhilarating, just as it was 2014, and a lot of them were just saying, just here and saying, thank you for what you have done, and it keeps you going, and to come to that finish line on board, then my quads could not go any more faster. I was done, and but at the same time, it's a relief. It was a tough day for me and for many others of the conditions. I think dehydration probably, but at the same time, when I commit to something, when I get to that finish line somehow, some way, and I got to the finish line, and it was a lot of pressure. Preview for New York, I had to get that 25th out of the way and conclude my career at the 26 marathons, and I'm 42. And as we know, that running is universal, and it'll be 42 kilometers and 26 miles, and I think it's perfect time for me to retire. Sometimes I was when I was running, I was struggling pretty bad, and I was thought about that people who are running for the foundation and other charities, because something like, how can somebody put their body that way, but when you do it for the greater cause, you just got to dig deeper and think positive, and we can do the finish line.
Well, can you explain, Meb just talked about the hydration problem that the runners have, and it was not good conditions for the runners, but you said, and we could tell from the 2012 record that hot weather is good conditions for the chairs. Can you explain why that distinction?
First of all, our time how long we're out there is way shorter, and then we always get the wind from rolling, so it's not as bad as for the runners.
Okay, at this time we will break. I would like to invite